Chewbacca is one of the most iconic characters in the Star Wars universe. Ever since his first appearance in Star Wars: A New Hope back in 1977, fans around the world have loved him for his tall, furry look, his loud roar, and his strong friendship with Han Solo. Over the years, we've seen Chewbacca grow from a side character into a true Star Wars legend. He's been in movies, holiday specials, TV shows, parodies, and more. And while he never says a word in English, his emotions, bravery, and loyalty have spoken loud and clear for decades. In this video, we'll take a fun journey through Chewbacca's evolution from 1977 to 2017, covering every key appearance in movies and TV. Love Star Wars? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more character evolutions like this one. Chewbacca first appeared on screen in 1977, in the film that started it all, Star Wars: A New Hope. Played by Peter Mayhew, Chewie was introduced as the loyal co-pilot of Han Solo aboard the Millennium Falcon. With his towering height, brown fur, and signature roar, he instantly stood out. In this film, Chewbacca helps Han, Luke, and Leia escape the Death Star. He's a key part of the rescue mission and proves himself in battle more than once. Even though we can't understand his growls, his body language and reactions tell us everything we need to know. He's tough, brave, and deeply loyal to his friends. Audiences loved Chewie for his combination of strength and heart. He was the gentle giant of the Star Wars universe and quickly became a fan favorite. In 1980, Chewbacca returned in The Empire Strikes Back, and this time we got to see more of his emotional side. When C-3PO is destroyed, Chewbacca carefully carries and repairs his parts, showing a surprisingly gentle and caring side for a towering warrior. Chewie also shows how much Han Solo means to him. He fights to protect Han at every turn, especially on Cloud City, when Han is frozen in carbonite. Chewbacca's roar of protest in that scene is unforgettable. It showed just how much pain he felt watching his best friend being taken away. Whether he's flying the Falcon through an asteroid field or fixing broken machinery under fire, Chewie is always right there when he's needed. By 1983, Chewbacca was back once again in Return of the Jedi. This time, he's part of the mission to save Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt. Disguised as a prisoner, Chewie plays a big role in the rescue plan. He later joins the rebels on the forest moon of Endor, where he helps defeat the Empire alongside the Ewoks. One of his funniest moments comes when he swings into action using a vine just like Tarzan. It's a lighthearted moment that reminded audiences of Chewie's playful side. By the end of the original trilogy, Chewbacca had proven himself as much more than just Han's co-pilot. He was a full-fledged hero of the Rebel Alliance. In 1978, just 1 year after A New Hope, Chewbacca starred in his very first TV special, the Star Wars Holiday Special. While the special is often remembered today for being strange, and sometimes even hard to watch, it gave fans something unique, a deeper look into Chewbacca's personal life. The story follows Chewie's family, his wife Mala, his son Lumpy, and his father Itchy, as they wait for him to come home for Life Day, a Wookiee holiday. We see them interact with holograms, cook weird space food, and even watch a musical performance. Yes, it was weird, but it was also the first time we saw Chewbacca as more than just a warrior. Though the special wasn't well received and was never officially released again, it holds a special place in Star Wars history. It was the first time fans realized that Chewie had a life beyond the battlefield and a family that loved him. Throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s, Chewbacca also appeared in various variety shows, TV specials, and comedy sketches. These included fun cameos where Chewie would appear alongside other Star Wars characters, often in musical numbers or silly situations. For example, he once showed up on The Muppet Show and in The Donnie and Marie Show. These moments were lighthearted and entertaining, proving how quickly Chewbacca had become a cultural icon even outside of the movies. These appearances may not be canon, but they helped make Chewbacca a household name. After a long break from the big screen, Chewbacca made a surprise return in 2005 in Star Wars Episode III: Revenge of the Sith. This movie was part of the prequel trilogy and took place decades before the original films. In this film, we see Chewbacca fighting alongside the Wookiees on the planet Kashyyyk during the Clone Wars. He even shares a moment with Jedi Master Yoda, helping him escape after Order 66 is issued. It's a short role, but it was exciting for longtime fans to see Chewie again and to learn that he had been involved in the galactic conflict long before joining Han Solo. This appearance helped tie Chewbacca more closely to the wider Star Wars timeline and made his character feel even more important to the overall story. After years of silence, Chewbacca made his epic return in 2015 with Star Wars: The Force Awakens. This was the first film in the sequel trilogy, and Chewbacca was right back where he belonged, co-piloting the Millennium Falcon with Han Solo. Despite the time jump, Chewie hadn't changed much. He was still strong, loyal, and funny. One of the best things about his return was how he connected with the new characters. He teamed up with Finn, protected Rey, and even had funny back-and-forth moments with BB-8 and C-3PO. But the most emotional moment came when Han Solo was killed by his own son, Kylo Ren. Chewbacca let out a heartbreaking roar and immediately started firing at Kylo, furious with grief. It was a raw, powerful scene that reminded everyone how deep Chewie's bond with Han really was. Later in the movie, Chewbacca flies Rey to find Luke Skywalker, showing once again that he's always there when it matters most. In 2017, Chewbacca returned in The Last Jedi. While his role in this film was a bit smaller, he still had some memorable moments. One fan favorite scene comes when Chewie is about to eat a roasted porg only to feel guilty after seeing their sad little eyes. He lets out a growl and puts the food down. It was a funny moment, but it also showed that Chewie has a soft side, even when it comes to dinner. He also pilots the Millennium Falcon through dangerous battles and supports Rey as she trains with Luke on Ahch-To. By now, Chewie had become a symbol of continuity between the old and new generations of heroes. Even as the galaxy changed, Chewbacca was still right there, loyal, reliable, and always ready to help. By the 1990s and 2000s, Chewbacca wasn't just a movie character anymore. He had become a full-on pop culture legend. His look, voice, and personality were instantly recognizable, even to people who hadn't seen the movies. Chewbacca appeared in tons of parodies over the years. Some of the most famous came from shows like Family Guy and Robot Chicken. These animated series poked fun at the Star Wars universe, often exaggerating Chewbacca's growls or putting him in funny situations. In the Family Guy Star Wars special, Chewie is played by the dog Brian, complete with sarcastic humor and dry remarks. These parody versions of Chewbacca were always done with love. They showed how much the character meant to fans and how deeply he had become part of everyday culture. When a character gets spoofed that often, you know they've made it big. Chewbacca also showed up in commercials, red carpet events, award shows, and even viral YouTube videos. He was often used to promote new Star Wars films or celebrate anniversaries. One standout moment was in 2016 when a fan wearing a Chewbacca mask went viral for laughing uncontrollably, proving once again that Chewie's charm reaches across all ages. He even made cameos in Disneyland and other theme parks, often interacting with fans in costume. Meeting Chewbacca in real life became a dream for many Star Wars lovers, both young and old. From memes and merchandise to Halloween costumes and fan films, Chewbacca's image remained everywhere. His famous roar, even though we don't understand it, had become one of the most recognized sounds in movie history. By 2017, he wasn't just a sidekick anymore. He was a symbol of friendship, loyalty, and heart. From his first roar in 1977 to his adventures in 2017, Chewbacca has remained one of the most loved characters in the Star Wars universe. He started as a co-pilot with no lines and became a deeply emotional, powerful, and unforgettable hero. Throughout 40 years of movies, shows, specials, and parodies, Chewie has always stayed true to who he is, loyal to his friends, brave in battle, and full of heart. Even though we never hear him speak English, we understand everything he feels, and that's part of what makes him so special. Whether he's flying the Falcon, pulling someone out of danger, or simply growling in frustration, Chewbacca reminds us that sometimes actions speak louder than words. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip through Chewbacca's history, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. May the Force be with you.